Nighttime skies over Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. This Marlins ball club, Harold Reynolds, as they begin play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Well, Matt, their theme song, I heard it in the clubhouse. On the road again? Yeah, they are. I mean, it was a short homestand, and now they're back out there once again playing game 1 on the road. They may as well not unpack their bags. This is a tough trip again. Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward has gone on strikes, and there's 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, you come in and you realize, man, we're already down 2. What do? You play within yourself. We get a leadoff guy on. The next man moves him up or moves him over. Then our middle guys, maybe we hit a big pop to get in it. You don't have to go get 2 runs this inning. Just get 1. Keep chipping away and giving yourself a chance.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, with Matthew Ross back there, we may not see a lot of offense unless you have a game plan to expand the strike zone, because he calls out of the zone better than anybody. I shouldn't say better, I should say more than anybody in the league.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Standing in, Chris Bryant. He comes in currently second on the team in home runs. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
1 and 2.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, you got it. You got it. Get us out of here.
Here's the 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Up with it now is Prado. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cubs 0. Riding into the box,
Batting ninth,
number 33.
pitcher.
This will be his
Number
first trip to the
33.
plate in this one. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Off the LED board and gone. And good for him. Number 33 has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddy.
Settling in now, Kyle
Leading
Schwarber.
off
He'll
with a
start
cut.
us out here in the home
Left
half of the
fielder,
second.
Kyle Schwarber.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
That's a ball.
That's over, but low.
That counts 1-1.
It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Marlins. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift. applied very often to this club.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch to first. Stopped on the slide by Pierce. Wow. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Digging in to try it again. Number 33. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Hey, see and drive it up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. The 0-2 delivery. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Almora. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. To run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on.
Leading up for the
Stepping
Cubs.
into the box,
Pitcher.
Mike Montgomery. He'll try and do what he can to work
Montgomery.
toward cutting into this big deficit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Plays the first here.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Tough slider down low for a strike. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Batting 9th. Center fielder, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. as he'll send a ground ball down to 3rd. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Jason Hayward.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Jason Hayward will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down.
No, that's
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. From the stretch.
ball
Misses, ball 2.
I like the pitch. It just missed. That's a sweeping slider. That thing is nasty. Try to get him to chase it. I might even come back with it again.
To third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. Here's Javier Baez.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
2 down, 2 down.
Ready with the 0-1. Grounded softly to the right. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Third baseman, Chris.
Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1.
Hey, gotta hold him right here.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Soft grounder left side. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends. Back here with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning.
Here we go, guys. Let's do it.
That's a ball.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Tell you what, having a big lead early, sometimes that's not always the best thing. But I think what you got to do is still focus on one at-bat, one pitch at a time, and not allow a big inning coming at you.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at
1 ball,
88
2
miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Pierce charging in on it, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another chance. Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Kyle Schwarber.
On the ground up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell.
The
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A little bouncer. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson
next for the
Contreras.
Cubs.
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Wilson Contreras.
Hey, here we go.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Matt, I like how he's pitching right here. He's got that runner at second base, and he just made 2 tough.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Digging in once again, number 33. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Line towards center field. Almora is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 7 and the Cubs nothing.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Cubs, number 19, Dan Zobrist.
Hey, nobody wet. Here we go. Pick it up. Let's go.
Low for ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Ready to deliver the 1-2. On the ground softly towards second. No problem here. 1 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Albert Almora, a base hit in his first trip.
Albert Almora.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet, so you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Right,
it's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Hayward.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Two out, nobody on.
Hey, all right. Here we go now. Hey, 2 away now.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're ready now. Javier Baez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And the quick hands of Baez a little too quick that time as he pulls this one foul out of play. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Javier Baez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Chris Bryant comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Here it comes, 1-0. A changeup over the inside corner. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1-2 now.
The count is 1-2.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopper fouled off to the right. Pierce gloves it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher. Boy, Matt, he's making this good team look silly. He's about 1 pitch away. I mean, 1 good strike from getting all the way through the 6th inning, shutting these guys down. Really nice job.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber.
Leading
1
off for
for
the
2
Cubs.
on his line so far in the game.
Fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
You know, Matt, he's throwing over 60% first pitch fastballs to guys. To be as deep in the game as he is, you would think that percentage would be higher.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Here's Addison Russell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Outside, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Hit softly on the ground to third. Up with it now is Prado. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Well, they haven't had a real good game plan. That's a lot of balls they're swinging at out of the zone, helping him out. And there's a sign of another one out of the zone, helping the pitcher out. Got to know your zone. You want to have a chance.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Jared Hoying will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 31, Jared Hoying.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Miami to Victoria for the 40th time this season. Number 33 notches his third win of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Mike Montgomery permitted 6.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Great job today. 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 Great job.